And we're back. Champions League is on the docket with 18 matches these next 2 days. Matchday 3 brings clashes between some big boys, while the EPL teams get a bit of a break. Now the question of the tournament. Which Bundesliga team is going to go off on an unsuspecting victim for 5+ goals? We call our shots today on Coffee with a Kick. Hello and welcome back to Coffee with a Kick. Of course, I am Xander and that is Keegan, and we are here on the other side of the match day, on the other side of the international break for match day 3 of the Champions League. Is it match day 3? Wait, am I right? Yes, match day 3. Match day 3. Another set of 9 on Tuesday and Wednesday. I hope you're buckled up and ready to go. Full tilt. I don't know why I had to take a dramatic slurp in the middle there, but such is as has occurred. What is even happening with my language processing? All right, let's just hop right into it. The 12:45 matches are not particularly interesting for Tuesday, and I'm actually doing them in the proper order. I'm on Tuesday. I've already checked the date. AC Milan hosts Club Brugge. And Monaco hosts Svedza. Some sort of word like that. Red Star Belgrade is another way to say that. I just threw my picks here. I do think that Brugge will make a draw here, shockingly. But Monaco, I think, is playing too well for Svedja. So I've got 2-2 for AC Milan and Brugge, and then 3-1 for Monaco and Svedja.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on the 3-1 Monaco Red Star Belgrade. Milan, though, I do think they're the better team than Brugge. Brugge did not impress me in match week 2. So I think Milan is just going to start out hot, finish hot. I think 4-0 is what Milan will win by.
It's a better pick, I would say. It's a better pick. I'm being a little bold here with Brugge because they have to start something happening. If they're gonna have any chance, I mean, it's not a great pick. If they get beat, who's that SGR? That's Sturm Graz, then probably not gonna draw AC Milan. And then we go into the rest of these matches here. The one we're only going to cover one in detail because it's the highlight of this match day for Tuesday. But quickly, we've got PSG and PSV. Got the 2P tri-letter acronyms. Juve and Stuttgart. Arsenal gets Shakhtar, so they get a nice little relief there. Aston Villa hosts Bologna. Girona hosts Slovan Bratislava. And Sturm Graz takes on those Portuguese Sporting CP. Is that the order I have it in here? I'm not sure it is. It's not. So, what do you got for PSG PSV?
I think it's 2-0. I think it's, PSV is good, but PSG is probably going to assert some dominance.
Yeah, I know PSG has been more, hasn't been as flashy, but I do have this going 4-2. I feel like this one's just going to be a fun one. I you know what I didn't do, looking through my picks here? I didn't pick a German side to go insane on this match day. So that's probably, I hope you have yours lined up, because I'm going to stick with what I have. But I did not pick a German side to score 6+ goals in this match day. So obviously my pick here for we aren't doing the Germans yet. For Arsenal, Aston Villa and Bologna, since my brain wanted to do them first. I do have Aston Villa continuing their good run in the Champions League. I think they take Bologna 2-1. They're at home, and they got their great result last time at home against Bayern, right. So I think they keep it rolling here with a 2-1 victory.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. 2-1 Aston Villa.
2-1 Aston Villa. Then Arsenal, I don't think Shakhtar stands a chance. 3-0 maybe generous for Shakhtar, but I've withheld myself to at least be 3-0.
I'm going 2-0. I think Arsenal is maybe a little shaken from the shock loss over the weekend. So I think 2-0 is conservative for a win.
Yeah, I mean they're 24 units if Shakhtar wins and you pick them. I would not suggest it. There's reason that the odds are that high. Then for Girona and Slovan Bratislava, what do you have for that with the Gironese? I don't know if that's how you would say it.
I think Girona, last year they were really good in La Liga. This year they've been pretty average, but they've shown some spark. I think they just play a harder schedule. So I think they'll win 3-0. I just don't know a lot about Bratislava.
Yeah, I've got it 2-0. Girona has been fine. So, and then for Juve and Stuttgart. Oh, there was another German side. I knew there was one. I should just look at all my notes. This one I have going 1-1. Stuttgart, I think I think they got a chance to get a point out of this one, even though they're at Juve.
I do too, but I have it 2-2. I think both teams might score one more additional goal, but I do think Stuttgart is a decent enough side to take Juve with a point.
To the brink. Take them to the brink. Then we've got our headline for Tuesday, Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund not heavy. I mean, they're pretty big underdogs in this one, but I'm smelling goals in this one. What do you have for it?
Yeah, the underdog is a little bit interesting because Dortmund is the better team Champions League wise. I mean, they've won both matches to this point. I think it'll be 2-2. Real Madrid has been very inconsistent this season. And even when they have gotten wins, they haven't been very convincing. So they're still trying to find their perfect lineup. It's almost like they brought in Mbappe and it caused more issues than it brought about fixes, because now they have to rotate some players where they had a good amount of consistency. Now you throw in a new superstar where you got to kind of figure out how to play with him. So I think it's 2-2. I think Dortmund's good enough to go in there and get a point.
I've got a point as well, but I also have an additional goal. This one I have 3-3. Listen, Dortmund can score goals. We've seen it. And so can Real Madrid. So I'm looking for fireworks in this one. I have high hopes. Oh, wow, I forgot one.
One interesting stat is Dortmund has covered the over in, I think, 4 of their last 5 matches, but they've covered it in the 80-plus minute or later. So they do leave it late to score their goals, but they've been doing it.
That's your I don't have a coffee pun for that, but that's your shot of the week. We'll go. Your double shot of the week. There we go.
That's your barista bet of the week.
Your barista bet. I did forget to cover Sturm Graz and Sporting CP. I have the Portuguese winning 3-2. Just saying that briefly here.
I have 3 goals as well, but I think it'll be 3-0. I don't really see.
Yeah.
I don't see the other team getting any sort of goal in this one.
Technically, I have Sturm Graz getting an early goal, and then Sporting regaining composure, and then a late leaker from Sturm Graz is technically what I have. But it's probably not a problem. Listen, I've got them winning is the important thing. Sporting. That's the important thing. If the lines don't shake out quite 3-2, as long as the higher numbers on Sporting side, I'm okay. Then we go to Wednesday, where we've got one other headliner, and then some other matches. Leipzig and Liverpool, that may be fine, but Atleti, Lidl, best Leverkusen possibly. But for the early matches, we do have Atalanta hosting Celtic, and then Brest hosting Bayern Leverkusen. How do you have those two going?
Yeah, I think Leverkusen is going to beat Brest.
Yeah.
I know that they've been on kind of a little... Because don't they have 6 points, right?
Does Brest have 6 points? I mean, I know they've been doing decent. Let me pull up the table here. Where's my table?
Yeah, Brest has 6 points. So does Leverkusen. So battle of the undefeateds. Brest has been playing well, but how good is that competition? I don't think it's as good as Leverkusen. I'm going to go 2-0 Bayer Leverkusen.
I got the same thing for Bayer Leverkusen, 2-0. And then for Atalanta and Celtic, Atalanta is playing like a tried and true Italian style for the Champions League. They just play defense and score one goal. And that's how I got this one going. 1-0 victory for Atalanta in Italy.
I have it similar on the goal side for Atalanta, but I think Celtic will get one.
You're always
I think
on Celtic's side.
Maybe it's the Irish blood in me. I just feel like I need to go with the team from the UK, but I just think they're good enough to start getting points. Now, did they get demolished a couple of weeks ago? Sure. But we learn from our failures and we rise.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm doubtful. And then for the mainline matches, Manchester City, how much do you have them winning by? I personally only have it. I have it at 3-1 because I don't trust them to keep a clean sheet.
I have it 4-0. I was like, man, do I make it 8-0? No, I'll just divide whatever I think by 2. So I'm going to go 4-0.
And then, do you think do young boys continue to be the whipping boy? I've got them 3-1 losing.
Is that to Inter?
That's to Inter, yeah.
Yeah, I have Inter winning 4-0 as well.
Yeah.
Young boys, it's like, they're not there yet. Like, you're the kings of Switzerland, but what does that even mean? Not a lot in the Champions League.
Not a lot in the Champions League. And then for RB Salzburg and Dynamo Zagreb, what do you have for that?
I think both of these teams kind of stink. So, neither have a point. Yeah. Zagreb has -7 goal difference. Salzburg also -7. Hadn't even scored a goal yet. I'm going to give Salzburg a goal in this one, and I think it's going to go 1-1. But both of these teams, not too great.
Yeah. Both these teams are going to go in looking for 3, and neither of them will come home happy. It'll be 1-1. I fully agree with that. No, I don't think it's even going to be a very good match. Now, that's, of course, going to be the crazy one of this week, but, we'll see. And then we'll go to the other Red Bull side here. RB Leipzig versus Liverpool. Liverpool away. I've got this as 2-2, a little bit of a slip by Liverpool. They're kind of they're doing well in the Premier League, but not everything can go right all the time, typically. So I'm going to go 2-2 here.
You are certainly right about things not going well all the time, but I think their defense is just too good. Leipzig seem really dysfunctional this season. They don't even have a win yet in the Champions League, and it's not like their schedule has been hard. I think it's 2-1 Liverpool. I think Liverpool is just a step above Leipzig.
I agree. We'll see. And then for Atletico Madrid and Lille, I have this one as the true snoozer, a 0-0 draw of all things I have here for Atleti and Lille.
I think Atleti is going to really, their last time out, they played abysmal.
Yeah.
So, I think that they're going to come back and regroup and win this one 2-1. Okay. I think Diego Simeone is not going to let them. He's not going to let them lose. What was it, 4-0 again? Yeah, 4-0. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, not great. And then the last one before we get to the headliner is, of course, Benfica hosting Feyenoord.
Yeah, Benfica, like we saw versus Atleti, they're a squad.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be quite 4-0. I don't think the team they're playing against is better than Atleti, but I do think they're going to have a little bit more of a regroup. It's after the international break. We just had domestic play over the weekend. We're going to see what the short break does to them. I think it's 2-1 Benfica, but it will be interesting because this is one of those weeks where a big team could slip up because they just aren't back in the rhythm yet.
It could be. I don't think that... I already had mine picked, actually. I had Liverpool drawing. So for Benfica and Feyenoord, I do have it as a 2-0 victory for Benfica over Feyenoord. Feyenoord has not really impressed me in the Champions League that much. Sitting there, they won over who they beat. Show me. They beat Girona in the second match day, but they lost to Leverkusen 4-0 at home, so it's not like they're holding serve at home. And I think that away it's going to be even worse for them. So Benfica 2-0. And then to the headliner, Barcelona and Bayern Munich. And now, I said I did have a German side scoring 6 goals. I do have Bayern scoring 4. I think this is a 7-goal affair. 3-4 victory away for Bayern Munich. Or sorry, Bayern Munich, as the person said. I took German. I have a minor in German, so I like to say München.
All right, yeah. We I have Bayern also at 4 goals, but I also have Barca at 4 goals.
Oh, 4-4.
Both of these teams score a lot.
Yeah.
Like domestically, not that long ago, Bayern had a 3-3 game, and they just won on the weekend, 4-0. Barcelona, I'm pretty sure this weekend, let's see, was it 5-1? 5-1, 5-0, 4-2, 3-0. Like, these teams want to score. Vincent Kompany, as we saw when he was at Burnley, not a big defensive wizard.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a lot of goals, a lot of good players. So 4-4 feels like a thrilling match. If the over of this match is 3.5 or any less than that, I would say take it. Yeah. That's my professional opinion. There's going to be goals in this one. And if there aren't, I would be completely shocked.
Yeah.
So shocked that I'm going to put my child's life savings. No, I'm just kidding.
No, hold on.
But the college fund is going on it, guys. No, it will be a lot of goals. 4-4. They just haven't seen either of these teams this season play defense. So,
yeah, I mean that's fair enough, I guess.
As you had it 4-3.
I had it 4-3. So I guess you
get way too much. 7.
That extra goal, a bridge too far, my friend. I can't stand with you on that. But we will hopefully the Golazo show is popping off like it was those few weeks ago back on really more Matchday 1 than Matchday 2. But we'll still have fun either way. And make sure to check out our Premier League recap episode also later today, probably. Depends on how quickly I can get them edited. And then I think we'll do a little bit of a table breakdown on the other side of this. We'll be 3 match days in. It's technically not halfway through, but it's the traditional halfway through. 3 days. There's now 8 instead of 6, but still, we will do our best. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Anyways. Anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'm excited it's back. These middle, match week 3, 4, and 5 is going to determine a lot in this new format. So if the big teams win the games they're supposed to, they'll go through. But as we saw last match week, your team could be favored by a lot and lose 4-0. Mm-hmm. So don't count your chickens before they egg, as they say.
Don't count your chickens before they egg. Absolutely. And you could also have Brest, a team whose stadium isn't even big enough to host the Champions League. Be up
they're
second
probably
on the
going to
table.
win it all with how they're playing.
Yeah, that'd be something. All right, well, until we get back over here, why don't you go ahead and grab your coffee, watch some soccer, and we'll see you on the other side.